Hi everyone, welcome to my stream. I will be on site shortly to greet you. Please prepare to take your seats inside my office and make sure to store any member emotes close by for quick access. There will be no spamming during the show, and please do not use vulgar language in the chat. Participating in my streams may require specific instructions. Please follow them accordingly to benefit me and everyone. I'm almost on site, so please step away from the doors as they'll be opening in a few moments to let you in. Thank you. Okay, I'm here. Sector 1 entrance, you are clear to open. Wow, I started that right on time. And I'm very low to the ground. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Hello. Okay. I really wanted to make sure I was not too loud. I really wanted to make sure I wasn't... Well, for some of you guys, I probably was blaring into the mic a little bit. Only a little bit. But I just want to make sure. I had to quickly run downstairs because I'm like, oh man, I gotta grab some water before the stream. Otherwise, I'm gonna be stuck up here. I'm gonna be completely stuck. Anyways, hi everybody, it's Ernie C3. Welcome to today's stream. We got some cool stuff to talk about once again. I think we should just jump right into this. I didn't really have any funny ideas for any like intros or anything like that to do this time, aside from me just grabbing some water downstairs. But other than that, let's go ahead and get into this. So we got some good news today. We got a good batch full of Piggy news today to talk about. Also, there was a new build mode secret update, but I thought instead of titling the stream that, I thought I would just cover everything as a whole, because the main topic that we're going to be talking about today, which is the potentiality of Epic Tank's Epic Update Part 3. You drank water? Yeah. Dude, I like only drink water. Yeah, I only drink water. Anyways, have you noticed your voice got deeper? For me it is. Maybe that's because I just woke up. I literally woke up like, what was it? Like probably an hour ago. Yeah, I slept in a bit. Yeah. Anyways, alright, let's go ahead and break down all the new stuff here today. This is some pretty exciting stuff. So, this was posted on the 12th. And that was 4 days ago. Thursday, Wednesday. So yeah, this was posted on Monday. So if this is accurate and this is confirmed, which it is apparently, we should be getting an announcement anytime between tomorrow or the day after, either Saturday or Sunday. What kind of announcement Mini2 will be announcing, I have no idea. Now, some of you guys may think it may have to do with like Pig 64 or something like that. I do not think that's the case, because recently we got not just a delay, because originally Pig 64 was going to come out in the beginning of August, and then they delayed it to August 17th. and they just recently delayed it again to being indefinitely delayed. So what that means, when they say indefinitely delayed, that basically means that it's delayed until further notice, basically. So they're basically like, hey, we don't know when this is going to be delayed until, so it's going to be delayed indefinitely. Not permanently, not forever. It's just, we don't know when for right now. It's Friday? Oh yeah, wait, yeah. Tomorrow is, I gotta take off this tag that's on my shirt. There we go. Yeah, tomorrow is Saturday. Yeah, so anytime between tomorrow and the day after. No, I said that, I said that perfectly correctly. What do you mean? What do you mean? Anyways, Pig 64 Part 2 is coming out. Well, we don't know when. I think that's totally fine. I think they've done a lot of cool stuff with the first part so far, and I'm really hoping that they take that time to be able to, well, make Part 2 the best. And considering that Part 2 is going to be the last part, I think it should end off with a pretty good finale here. So yeah, Part 2 is coming in 2024, and it's the last part before The Thing collab game. So I'd imagine it's the Piggy the Lost Book. Unless it's been like renamed or something like that. Or, wait, the collab game? Yeah, wait, I thought it was supposed to be for the Piggy the Lost Book, right? Or is it actually for the WWS Studio game? I don't think it is. I think it is for the Lost Book, right? Yeah, I think it is for the Lost Book, right? Yeah, that would make sense. And the announcement this week is not related to Pig 64. So, that's what I was mentioning there in the beginning. Because it got indefinitely delayed, I don't think the announcement is for that. But what can the announcement be? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe he's gonna show off, maybe a new trailer for the collab game. I don't think that would be the case, though. I think that would... Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be too early for that, because they just announced that they were gonna start it, like, what? A few weeks ago? No, a few months ago? There's no way a game could already be done. Yeah, there's no way the Tiger and Willow game could already be done. So I don't think it's that. Maybe it's for build mode? I don't know, though. Yeah, I don't know. It just says an announcement about Piggy. It could be build mode. Because if you guys remember, a few months ago, Mini2 was basically, he was live on stream and he was like, hey guys, there's gonna be a brand new build mode update coming pretty soon. And it's really big. So it could be in relation to that. I just wouldn't get your hopes up. Let me see. Is there anything else I was missing? Oh yeah, let's go ahead and talk real quick about the secret update in build mode. So about a day or two ago, there was a brand new build mode update. It's very small. It's another secret update, but I do want to show you guys because it is very cool. It is very, very cool. I don't even need to make a map for this or anything like that. All I have to do is just be in here. Now, some of you guys may not have noticed it. But if you haven't, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys right now. So, I'm gonna first, wait a minute. What's up with this? I can't really zoom in my screen, so hopefully you guys can see, but wait a minute. All these textures look a little bit off here. Something about these looks different. Wait a minute. What happens if I choose a color? Wait a minute. They all changed. What this is, it basically now allows you to preview what the block is gonna look like. So instead of being like, oh, I wonder how bricks look in green. Nah, I don't want to use that. How about pavement? Maybe I'd want to use that. Instead of having to place down every single block and kind of preview it, this menu here will actually show you what they look like before you place it down. So if you're looking for like the right kind of texture with the right kind of color tone, you can basically just look down here. You just look at the little thing down here and it previews exactly what it's gonna look like. You see pebbles are right here? It's literally the exact same thing. I mean, of course it would, but I just kind of wanted to make that point across. But yeah, that's basically the new secret update in build mode. Hope that seems like a very helpful feature. But now we're gonna go ahead and talk about the main part of today's stream. the epic update potentiality of part 3. So I'm gonna go into the concept game because that is where the stuff that's usually gonna get added is. And I can show you guys the stuff on screen. So I'm gonna go over to my server real quick. I'm gonna go over there. And we're gonna talk about the epic update potentiality of part 3. Because I think it is important to know. Orbital, thank you for the member message. You're the best Piggy streamer. It's been 1 year already. You're the go. Also, whoever, see, I'm tripping over my words today. No, I'm just kidding. I trip over my words all the time. It literally happens all the time. I'm gonna go over to slot 6. Because I think that's where all the... Oh, yeah, okay, this works. Yeah, that basically works. Alright, so, people have been asking, where is, if the Epic Tank Update Part 3 is happening, and when it might potentially happen. I think we're going to talk about that today. And what kind of things could we expect in this new update? So, let's go on to the topic of when. Now, Epic Tank does not only work on build mode, he also works on Piggy branch realities. And as you guys know, they recently released a bunch of teasers for the game. They released a teaser trailer for Chapter 5. Now, keeping in mind that the chapters absolutely go off on branch realities, and keeping that in mind, it's very likely that Epic Tank is very busy right now. It is very likely that he is very busy right now on the branch reality stuff. Now, keeping that in mind, of course, I would most likely guess that once the branch realities chapter 5 comes out, and it looks like it might be coming out pretty soon because of the fact that we've been getting so many teasers and stuff like that for the game. I think branch realities chapter 4 came out like a week or two after it started getting teasers and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure. What's your favorite NPC, Ernie? Friend. I just really like how the friend NPC works. And looks, too. But yeah, that's basically the idea. Epic Tank right now is most likely very busy on Branch Realities Chapter 5. But when it's done, I think that's when we can start seeing development and new teasers come out for Epic Tank Update Part 3. Now, is an update part 3 confirmed? It's not specifically confirmed. I don't know if Epic Tank is going to continue to be like, all right, let me name it Epic Tank number 40, Epic Update 45, Epic Update 46. You know what I mean? So maybe he'll start changing the names, but the idea is that Epic Tank is going to continue updating build mode. So it doesn't really change too much. It's just the official title. So I guess we're just unofficially nicknaming it Epic Tank Part 3 for now, whenever we're talking about the next build mode update. Zizzy News, thank you for the donation. Is it possible you can link the temple lights? That would be cool, actually. Yeah, because then you can have, like, fire appear. That actually does sound like a cool idea. That does sound like a cool idea. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people are asking for advanced scaling, and I think I should talk about something somewhat related to that. In the Piggy Discord server, someone had recently discovered a bug that is, it's very bad news. It is very bad news. So what had happened was, and Epic Tank, he basically confirmed it, with me. So here's the thing. You guys know that I have really large maps, right? Like, my map right now for Death Run Dimensions is 2.3 megabytes. Not kilobytes, megabytes, right? So, think of, like, you know, if you ever have like a 200 kilobyte map or something like that. Just imagine, like, going into the megabyte range. Well, you see, there's a problem with that. The problem is not just, you know, the lag, obviously. People join my maps all the time, and you wouldn't believe how many times people's, you know, mobile devices heat up or they crash and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy, but that's not, but lag aside, there's one other problem. 3 megabytes, or more specifically 3.5 megabytes. someone on the Piggy Discord server had recently filed a bug report. It was basically like, hey, my map is 3.5 megabytes and my map is broken. Basically, what happened is every one of his links, instead of his links going to specific places like they're intended, the links bug out. They completely bug out and they start linking to random other events. And when that happens, it's not just that, by the way. They even start linking to like non-events, like signs. Like imagine being able to link something to a sign, right? I wish I could pull up the bug report. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull up the bug report so you guys can actually see what it looks like. Actually, I don't really need to. You guys can kind of visualize that everything's going everywhere, like, basically the links break. But when you reduce the map size, all the links will go back to normal. So it's not permanently breaking the links. I don't know if it's just a visual bug or what it is, but that is a very big problem. And I think it has to do more with, like, you know, how Piggy build mode saves data and stuff like that too. So I'll give you guys an example. I'll give you guys an example of how this works. So you guys might have seen maps like Also Hyena or Arctic Asylum. They have maps that are pretty high in data size. It's because of offsets. So I'll show you guys what that does right now. So when I place a block on the cubicle grid, it counts the spacing as 1. Literally, it's just the number 1. But when I take a block and I move it off the cubicle grid, let's use a half slab, for example. Let's use a half slab, for example, right? So now we're gonna offset our block. There it is. So now it's offset. So you can see this block is off of the cubicle grid. Now this block is 0.5. So instead of it taking 1 number space, it takes 3 number spaces. 0.5. I know point is not a number, but you guys get what I mean. And when you start going into really low offsets, like for example the monitors, when you start going into really low offset numbers, you can see that thin line right there. Here, let me see. Yeah, you can see the line right there. When you start going into low offsets, then it starts going into 0.000185667. You know what I mean? It takes up way more number spaces. If you think about it, it's almost like this one block is the same equivalent as having 9 different blocks placed down in your map. Do you guys see what I mean now? Yeah, I think the tree is the thinnest offset in the game. But yeah, you guys get what I'm saying now, right? So the thing with the advanced scaling is in regards to how it saves. Now, I personally think that we've been with this system for long enough, and I don't see really a solution, at least for now. So I think it would just be better to have it in the game right now, because if you think about it, right, it's not like Epic Tenny's gonna go in the game and is gonna be like, I found a cure for offsets. You know what I mean? For the, how do I explain this? How on earth do I explain this? So let's just say your map has a bunch of offsets, right? Like I just had here. Your map has a whole bunch of offsets in them and blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, look at this. I got like a million stuff with monitor scaling. Basically, most people's maps, or at least a good amount of people's maps, have offsets in them, right? So let's just say your map has a bunch of offsets, right? It's not like the new system, if it did come in place, is gonna go in your map and reset all your offsets. It's not like they're gonna go over and be like, oh, every single monitor offset is gonna be jump back into position, right? So if yeah, it's not like they're gonna be over-saving your maps. So that's why I think that the advanced scaling should come in the game anyways, how it is. But I did want to make this clear so you guys were able to be aware of like how the scaling works, how the stuff gets saved as well. Ironically enough though, links take up more data. For some reason, these things take up more data than, actually, I don't know if they take up more data than offsets. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure some offsets, like monitor offsets, take up more because they're higher number counts. But links actually take up more data. Maybe because they use text or something like that, but I am not sure. I am not 100% sure. So when it comes to advanced scaling, Epic Tank basically, I think Optic said in the Discord server, in the past, it was a long time ago, that he did want to optimize, the game. Maybe if he had time, he would build it in like a new Roblox place or something like that so he could redo the code. A lot of very, very cloudy kind of stuff, you know what I mean? A lot of cloudy kind of stuff. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and talk about some stuff that we could potentially see in Epic Tank's Update Part 3. Now, I think the number one thing that we could end up seeing, and it would be probably the most anticipated feature that would come into the update, would be the move blocks. I really think that the move blocks are, it would be probably about time for them to jump into build mode the next game. Move blocks are basically the evolution to powered blocks. Okay, here's the move reference tool. There it is. Yeah, so how this works, for those who don't know, you got a block, and you want the block to move. So you connect it to whatever the move reference is, like, hey, I want this block to go from here to here. Or, if you really wanted to, you can basically be like, hey, I want the block to go here. Or you can make it go diagonally. The block can basically move even off the cubicle grid, but it doesn't save off of the cubicle grid. So you can see, this block is in its one position. This block is over in its regular position too. These are not offsets, but you can make the block travel diagonally. You can actually use the link here to see it go across, just like that. But yeah, I think the move blocks are probably gonna come in the next update. Again, nothing 100% confirmed, this is speculation. But I think it's about time, because these things will definitely change build mode. These things are unbelievable, and you guys, if they do come in the game, you guys are gonna see why they're my favorite block. Actually, you know what? I'll show you guys right now why they're my favorite block. So, again, we are not likely to have advanced scaling in the next update. I would say the chances are almost zero. I wish they would, but I don't see them coming in the game anytime soon. But move blocks could be. Now, if you combine advanced scaling with move blocks, you get into some really, really cool stuff, like this. But yeah, they would basically stay in their normal cubicle form. But if we go over to bot, oh god, that's like the worst fog I've ever seen. Hold on, wait a second. Yeah, let me turn that off. That is like the worst fog I have ever seen. So let me go over to, yeah, bot, there we go. So check this out here, right? With move blocks, you can see I took some advanced scaling and I put them in the move blocks here. You press the button, and look, I got like a little laser thing I failed to hop over. But yeah, basically these would completely replace powered block animations. So right now in build mode, you can animate very similarly, but it takes way more data and it takes way more time. So the idea is you take like a powered block, right? And then you just do this. So I want this block to move from here to here. And then you gotta go and set up like, oh man, I gotta get like, I gotta get flipper gates, and then I gotta get timers going all down the row like this, for them to all work. It's just a whole bunch of extra link data. It is a whole bunch of extra link data, just to get someone to move forward. Whereas with something like this, you just take the move block, you take the reference on where you want it to go. Oh, I can't move this back down. Oh wait, no, I can. No, never mind. We're good. Yeah, we can do this. Just take this, and you take where you want it to go, and all you have to do is link a button to it. So I take a button, I take that, and I connect it to there, and that's it. That's literally all I have to do. So if I go over to bot, I didn't link up these because in Epic Tank's concept game, the link gates themselves aren't programmed in. This is kind of more of like a showcase. But yeah, you just press the button. What was that? Wait, hold up a second. Wait. Did I accidentally discover something new? What was that? Wait. Hold on a second. I swear I have never seen that before. Oh, That's genius, dude. Wait, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. So you can see the labeling on the blocks. They say front, back, right, top. Okay, yeah, no wonder that. Okay, wow. So what you do, so normally if you take a block and you keep it labeled like this, if you keep the two front facing sides, it's just gonna go sideways. But if you make the, if you rotate the block, or if you rotate the reference block and then you connect it, it will actually make it spin. That is so cool. Okay, so for this, by the way, you can change the time. So if I set it to, so here's how this works, by the way, the time. So with the time setting, basically, it determines how long it will take to go from the original block space to the reference. So if I set it to 1 second, it will take 1 second to get over to the end. But if I set it to something like 5 seconds, it will take exactly 5 seconds to reach the end. So I'll go ahead and show you guys right now. So if we set this to 5 seconds. Dude, I didn't even think to do something like that. I discovered new tech with the block before it even releases. That's crazy. All right, so if we go over to bot, check this out. Check this out, check this out. So if we go over, yeah, that is so cool. I wonder what happens if you rotate it as well. So yeah, if you click this, you can make the block move like this. That is awesome. Wait, let's take it one step further. Hold on. Yeah, let's take it one step further here. So we take this and we rotate it. Yeah, if we do that, what would happen now? So if we go right here and then we go over to, actually, let me lift it up by 1 block. There we go. That way you guys can actually see the rotation too. Look at this, look at this. Look at this here. This is crazy though. So if we go over and hit the button, you can have him moving all 3-dimensional like. I mean, it already is, but still. That is awesome. I didn't know. See, here's the thing. Move blocks are probably my most anticipated feature aside from like decal blocks. Although decal blocks aren't really confirmed at all yet, of course, because it's still in a gray area. Although they would do a lot for the game. Like, for example, you would be able to have your own custom textures. It would save a lot of data in people's maps by being able to upload images of like whatever kind of wall textures you want or different backgrounds. It would be very big to say the least. But check this out here. There's a lot more you can do with this. So if we set this to 1, we can also change the easing style. So if I want to make it like goofy or something like that, I can change it to bounce. I do not know what these do yet. I literally do not know what the easing directions do. But there's a lot of different things you can do. You can basically hide it when it's unpowered. So if you want this block to be invisible before the button's pressed, you can do that. So for example, if we go and start the game here, resize it. I already did that with these. I'm just gonna show off stuff. I'm just gonna show off this first. So hide when unpowered is gonna make the block completely hidden. For some reason, the block is still visible. Is still contactable. I hope that Epic Tank fixes that so that it's just like completely gone until it's powered. So you can see right there. You can, oh my God! Look at that. Is that crazy or what? Here, let me go back here for a second. So you can see the block kind of stays in its position. But a setting I like to use is the unpower action. So if we go to unpower, what it does is we can make it reverse. So when it's unpowered, we can make it reverse in place. So if we go over to hit play, I need to move the thing over. By the way, if you guys are asking about the build mode shop, I do not know. I don't think it's likely. I think people have been asking for the build mode shop for a very, very long time now, so I think it should, but I don't know. I likely don't see it coming in the next update though. Like, look at this. You can literally animate in Piggy build mode. Like, I mean, you wouldn't be able to animate specific characters and stuff like that, but you would be able to do way, way, way more with animating in the game. With links and powered blocks and stuff like that. Zizzy News, thank you for the donation. I live in the base plate. I live in the build mode base plate. That's basically where I always am. All right, so fully hide will also just turn this into an invisible block. So if you wanted a moving block that's invisible, you just turn on fully hide and it'll do that. And that's great if you want to have like moving invisible walls or stuff like that. That works. Kill infected on touch, kill players on touch. So you can make it where if the block contacts anything, it will actually kill them. So if maybe you want to have like fireballs that are moving around or something like that. And if they hit a player, they'll end up dying. That would be cool. Move player with part. I'll talk about this last. But here's another thing you can do with move blocks. I'm gonna reset this back into its proper position now. There we go. Here's another thing you can do with move blocks. Let's just say I wanted a shape to take on a certain form. So let's just say I want this block here to start out like this square, but I want it to turn into this large base plate here. Or yeah, who knows? Maybe we can make it even this wide. So we have two complete shapes right here. And basically what I want to tell the game is I want this shape to turn into this shape, but I want it to move to its location. So if we, oh wait, no, hold on. I'm not gonna make that same mistake again. I am going to take the player spawn. I'm gonna move it over here so I don't have to walk all the way over. There we go. There we go, that's a lot better. So look at this here. So we'll take this, we press it. Oh, right, we didn't enable the setting yet, but you can see that bouncy kind of style, the easing style, that's what that ends up changing. So we need to go in the settings and we need to select scale to reference. Doing that will make it to where it will scale to whatever the output size is. So we're gonna go over to bot. We're gonna go here. And boom, it turns into that shape. And of course you can make it unpower as well if you really want to. Whoa, that's weird. So here's the thing, here's another thing that move blocks can do that powered blocks can't. You can move, they will basically move you like a platform. So for example, if I stand on this and I press the button, it will actually move me over. Now normally if you have like a moving platform out of moving blocks, they'll just kind of move under you and then you'll fall down. That's no good. But you can actually stand on top of them and they'll actually carry you to wherever they go. Unless it's like too fast. I assume if it's way too fast, it will probably just knock you off or something like that. Someone said to scale and rotate it. Okay, let's do that. So if you were to use this with advanced scaling, by the way, which is in the concept game, but like I said, once again, it's probably not coming to build mode in the next update. You can do stuff like this. So if we make this into like, there we go, like this very thin looking pole. So a very, very thin looking pole. So I'm gonna set this to 2 seconds here. And yeah, if you wanted to make it where you disabled where the block is able to carry players, you can disable move player with part, and that'll basically make it where it can't do that. So I'm gonna hit play and check this out here. Hey, Jack here, thank you for the donation. Why do you think Tank is holding back on the most requested stuff? Well, in part, I think it makes sense to hold back on some of the most requested stuff because if Epic Tank just sat there and added in every single one of the best features in Epic Update Part 1, then the hype would be very less for a lot of the next coming updates. Look at this here. But I think with oh, I didn't link it yet. Oh yeah, wait, hold on. I didn't link it yet. Yeah, that's right, I didn't link it yet. But yeah, I mean, that makes sense, because you don't want to kill the hype for the next coming updates. You want to make sure you spread out, like, the really good features evenly throughout the updates. And that makes total sense. For advanced scaling, though, we already discussed that in the stream, though, regarding the, yeah, regarding all that stuff. So we're gonna go into bot. Again, I think for the reasons I had mentioned, I think it should just come in the game. Like, look at this. Like, is that crazy or what? So yeah, if I stand on top of it, you can see the block moves from under me now. What happens if I just stand directly on top of it? No, it doesn't do anything. Wait. Maybe if I stand here? No, it's still, wait. Let me stand here. Yeah, it kind of just pushes me out of the way. I don't know what I was expecting. But yeah, like, is that crazy or what? You can have all sorts of different obstacles using stuff like this. You can basically make lasers that spin and move towards you. Like, you imagine the obby potential for this kind of stuff too. Yeah. So I really do think that I really do think that the move blocks are most likely going to come in Epic Tank Part 3. Now, another block that is very important that I can definitely see possibly coming into the Epic Update Part 3 is the Zone Teleport. So once again, the regular teleport block, and here is the Zone Teleport. You can see that the Zone Teleport is scalable, but why? Well, it's because it teleports everything inside of this block. So the restriction on the teleport block as it is right now is that it either teleports one person at a time or every player in the map. And I'm like, why isn't there any kind of even ground? It would be cool if I could just teleport people who are in a certain area to a certain place. That's where the zone teleport comes in. So you take it, you connect it to where you want the teleport destination to be. You click on the button for the teleportation. There you go. It will activate it. So when I press this button, anybody inside of this block or touching this block will be teleported. It doesn't matter if all 50 players are here. It doesn't matter if there are 5 players here, 7, 8, 9. It doesn't matter. If any player is inside of here, only those players will be teleported. It's super helpful. It is real helpful there. And I cannot wait to be using these as well. I'll give you some examples, alright? I'll give you some examples. Have you guys ever created, like, let's just say we made like a cave doorway, right? And if you've played Death Run Dimensions, you guys are gonna know exactly what I'm talking about here. What if we had some kind of doorway, right? And you wanted to make it where anybody who touches this doorway would teleport to the next area. So we're gonna go over and just make our quick little doorway like this. Yeah, there we go. So normally what you would end up doing is you would put a touch trigger here. So if there it is. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You walk into the doorway and you get teleported, right? And then we'll take our teleport, we'll connect it to our teleport block, right? But the problem is that touch triggers only detect one person at a time, and they end up breaking sometimes. So for those who don't know, if too many people enter a touch trigger at the exact same time, the touch trigger kind of just, it stops working. It basically won't work until every single player is out of the touch trigger's range. And you can probably guess that everybody pressing their faces into the door are not gonna move, and it's just gonna stay permanently broken. Have you guys ever had that in your map? Type 1 in chat if you guys have ever had that happen in your map. Because I know that is so annoying for it to happen too. Or for example, right, if you're making an obby and you want to make it where anybody who falls into the void will be teleported back up, well, what happens if too many people fall at the same time? The touch trigger will break, and then some people will just die permanently. Well, I mean, you have the respawn feature now, but that's besides the point. Yeah, a lot of people have had that same issue. Well, now what you can do is you can incorporate, instead of having this directly connected to here, you can simply connect it to the zone teleport. So I'm gonna delink it off this button for now. And I don't think the touch triggers work in the concept game, but you guys will probably get the idea. So you just take the zone teleport, you move it inside of here, and you scale it to be this entire doorway. That way, when anybody touches the touch trigger, all players inside of this range will be teleported. In fact, if you want to make this extra safe, what you can do is you can scale this out by like one more block. Just like that. So basically, when anybody touches the touch trigger, everybody in this entire area will be teleported into the next area. So that completely solves that problem, because if everybody's teleported out of the area, that means there's going to be nobody left on top of the touch trigger to break the block. Now, another example, right, is for the obbies. Instead of having that touch trigger down there, you don't even need to have a touch trigger. You do not even need to have a touch trigger. You can simply just have a zone teleport down there, like this, like a safety net, right? And then we're gonna make it wide like that. We're gonna hook it up to the teleport block. And basically all you would have to do is you need to just put this up to a looper. You just connect this to a looper, and have the looper going really fast like this. That way, if anybody falls down, the moment they touch this, they're just gonna get instantly teleported because the looper is constantly setting it off over and over again. And that basically saves you of having to use the touch triggers and stuff like that. Yeah, I think the zone teleport would most likely come in the next update as well. It is just gonna be such a useful utility. I think a lot of people are gonna love it and get great use out of it. It's great. It's real great stuff. Another thing I think might come in the next update is the auto game start. Is it still in here? Let me see. Force game mode, control. Let me see. Dark mode, camera lights, private. Oh, did Evertech remove it? Or am I like completely blind here? Respawns, yeah, respawns are on. Item drop. What is item drop system? I don't think I remember seeing that one. Yeah, it might have been removed. But if you guys might have seen in the past, but have you guys ever sat there and been like, man, I want to host my map, but I don't want to sit there and have to start the game up over and over and over and over and over and everything like that. I don't want to have to do that. Well, the auto start, you would go in the settings, you would select what game mode you want to select it to, and then you would just, you would enable it. You just turn on like that. You would just do that. And basically what it would do is, once it was enabled, even if the game hasn't started yet, you were just in the build mode base plate, there would be a timer at the very top of your screen. And it would say, starting game in 10 seconds. And after 10 seconds, the game would start for you. You don't have to sit there and like constantly start up over and over and over again. Yeah. Epic Tank says, I like these ideas. I'll try to work with some of these. Wait, is Epic Tank verified? I'm like having a complete brain fart here, so I don't wait. Hold on. I forgot that there's a new feature where I can just go to the YouTube channel. Yeah, this is not real Epic Tank. There you go. Yep. All right, give me 1 second here. Yeah. I could have sworn Epic Tank had the, yeah, it's fake. It's not the real Epic Tank. Yeah, because especially when he said, I'll try and work on some of these, it's like, but Epic Tank, you have them in the concept game already. It's like, wait, what? Yeah, isn't Epic Tank a mod? Yeah, I'm like, wait, something looks a little different here. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, I think I made a mod just to make sure. I think I should make any like YouTuber or anybody like that a mod just so I'm able to recognize them easier. Unless to have the verification check mark, because that would make it even easier. Because if they have the verification check mark and I give them the blue name, I think it like removes the gray highlight or something like that. I don't know. Let me see. Anyways, all right, let's go ahead and continue talking here. So yeah, the auto start. So basically, it starts the game for you. It's very simple, but it's very nice. I had to sit there when I was toasting Death Run Dimensions. I had to use like I had to use like Tiny Task, and basically it would move around the mouse for me and start up the game over and over again. Yeah, it was not too fun, especially if the mouse ended up missing the button, and I would come back like after like 10 minutes and people were just sitting here in the lobby like, Ernie's been gone for 10 minutes. Why isn't the game starting? Because the mouse is like missing the button or something like that. Yeah, I think it should totally be built in. It would be nice for mobile users as well. Yeah, it would be very nice for mobile users as well. Another thing I can see coming in the next update. You'll notice my fly is looking a little bit different here. You can see this is accelerated fly. Have you ever had spots in your map that were way too far away and it feels like it takes forever for you to fly to a certain area? Well, when you fly, you start slowly accelerating to go faster and faster the longer you fly around for. And I think this would be helpful for getting into like different areas. Yeah. So, let me see. What else could I see coming into the next update? Mousy? Yeah, I think I could possibly see the Mousy NPC coming in the next update. So, for those who don't know, I mean, you guys know the Mousy NPC, right? The one that crawls in the vents. It's basically a bot that follows patrol points but it's a vent bot. So obviously we've had stuff in the game so far, like the friend NPC. Where are they at? Where are they at? Yeah, we've had the friend NPC, and we've had the crawl traps as well. Those are all vent NPCs, but they vanish after either killing or capturing one player. After that, they're gone. But the mouse skin NPC is a vent NPC that stays. It is a permanent bot that's in the map. And like I said, it would follow patrol points as well. Let me see. When's the update? It's got a release. It doesn't have a confirmed release date yet, but I will say that I think it's very good to keep in mind that Epic Tank right now is working on Branch Realities, Chapter 5. So I think we can expect that when it comes out, I think it would be a good notion to see that he would start posting teasers again. Now, that begs the question, when does Chapter 5 of Branch Realities come out? I don't know. But when it came to the last time that there were teasers and stuff like that going around for Branch Realities Chapter 4, I think it was like 2 weeks afterwards. So I'd say maybe we need to wait like about a little over a week until Branch Realities Chapter 5 comes out. And when that does come out, I think we can start seeing Epic work on build mode stuff again. I'm sure he's working on build mode stuff on the side already, but I think when it comes to like getting the update fully in motion, that would be the most likely thing. So yeah, when it comes to stuff that I could definitely see most likely coming into the update for part 3, zone teleports, move blocks, auto start, and another feature I would really like to see. This isn't in the concept game, so I have to describe it to you, but have you guys ever hated it where someone is breaking the rules in your map and you gotta sit there and restart the whole game just to boot someone out, right? And then everybody's like making progress on something like that, and it sucks. It really sucks, right? That's why I think you guys know that when let me go over to bot. So you guys can see, I'm gonna move my webcam for a second, but you guys can see up here that there's buttons. Oh wow, that's, yeah, hey buddy, I forgot you existed there for a second. But anyways, you can see up here, you got like a little an admin area right here, right? I think this would be much better if it was, oh, there we go. I think this would be much better if it was an admin panel. So you guys know Piggy private servers, right? You got like a little command panel. So you open that up and it shows you a whole bunch of different stuff you can do. I think it would be much better as a panel. So inside the panel, you would have stop game, skip the Piggy timer, and a kick list. So basically you go over and you can kick anybody while the game is still running. So it would literally just bring up the kick menu and you can just click on someone's name and they would be booted while the map is still running. You don't have to sit there and restart anymore. You don't have to do any of that crazy stuff. Yeah, having a whitelist or blacklist in the admin command console thing would be nice too. Because it's not like the whitelist is dependent on like, oh, the whitelist only works when a fresh new game is started up. I don't think it works like that. Yeah, I think it would be much better in that scenario. I think it would be much better. A blacklist. Epic Tank, the answer to the blacklist hasn't been very clear. But the notion I get so far is that it's either very difficult to do or not doable. I don't know though. Yeah, I don't know. Because from how the whitelist is basically set up, it should literally just work like the blacklist, except when it detects the player, it kicks them. It basically says, you're banned, have a good night, you know? I don't know. I really don't know. L Hart says, a touch trigger that detects everyone instead of one player would be so cool. That would be pretty cool too. Yeah, that does sound pretty cool. Maybe it would be a new setting in the touch trigger or something like that. That'd be cool. A linked kick block? No, you wouldn't need to do that. You would just have like a little admin command console at the top of your screen. What? You know what? I'll write these ideas down real quick so I can present them to Epic. Where's my build mode idea list? Where is my idea list? Oh yeah, here it is. All right, so if we did have like an admin console thing to pull up, what else would be a good idea? Yeah, what else would be a good idea? Owner. Yeah. Owners. I'll just call it the owner tab. So we would have kick list. Yeah, stop game. Stops game instead of showing game over text. Yeah, so instead of having it where the game stops, it shows game over and it takes a while for the game to restart back up. I think it should just skip that and stop the game. So stop game, skip Piggy timer, kick list. So you can just have a list of people you want to kick. White list, black list. You can have stuff like that. I think that would work too. What else? What else? Now, I don't want to shove every single setting into the admin command list, though. I don't want to do that. So, yeah, so stuff like custom bots, that's part of the normal settings. That's not part of the admin command thing that we're talking about here. So I'm gonna go over here. So yeah, it's stuff up here. What would you want up here that you can access while a game is running? So one example I gave already was a kick list. So you can kick people without having to start the game all over. Let me see. What's a good idea? What is a good idea? And I'll no, my camera's fine. I turned it off. Look. Oop. Yeah, I just disabled my camera here so you guys can see. Yeah. So what would you guys want here? What would you guys want here that would make sense? That would be active while a game is running. Cutscene block. Okay, you guys are just giving me like block ideas and stuff. No. What would you guys want for stuff up here? What would you want owners to be able to have access to while a game is running? So for example, being able to kick players while a game is running. That would work up here for the admin console list. What would you want? Skip cutscene. That's a good idea. I'll write that down. Skip cutscene for all players. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Let me see. Spectate without dying. Oh, you know what? Respawn. I'll write that down too. Let me bring this up so you guys can actually see. This isn't like an update leak or anything like that. This is just like my list of ideas that would be good for build mode. So I'll write these down real quick. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. So respawn. So if for some reason you wanted to respawn as the owner, you could do that. You could spectate around, then you could just hit respawn and you're back. I think that's actually a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Let me see. Why is the list so long? I mean, I'm very passionate about the game. I'm very passionate. Let me see. Let me see. Teleport to selected players? That's not a bad idea. Yeah, hold on. Teleport to specific player. That's a good idea as well. God mode? Maybe. I don't know though. I think if I have a feeling though if it got left on though, it would cause some map issues. Because I don't know if there'd be a way to like disable it or not. But yeah, you see like a lot of private server commands in games like The Strongest Battlegrounds. So I gotta respond to a text. There we go. Yeah, like in The Strongest Battlegrounds, you get like every private server thing imaginable. So command imaginable. So maybe God mode. I don't know if everything's gonna add it though. They're adding God mode. No, we're just coming up with ideas. We're just coming up with ideas. Give item. That's a good idea too. Yeah, like for owners, they always gotta sit there and like set up an owner-only room and then put their knives and guns in there and everything like that. It's just like, why? Why don't you just have it where you click a button and it gives you the item? Yeah, give item. And this would also be useful in case there are item hogs that are basically stopping the map from working because they just refuse to use the item. So if that's the case, the owner can be like, oh, okay, let me just take the item and use it. Yeah, that's it. And they'd be able to kick whoever the item hog is. That's a great idea as well. Let me see what else. Player changer. Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean player changer? Yeah, so give item is good. Give item is good. I'll talk about these other ideas in a bit here. Oh yeah, the spear block would be a good idea for a regular build mode too. Let me see. Yeah, we're talking about the owner tab idea right now. So basically the stuff in the top right hand corner of the screen for owners. What would be some good stuff to add to that? Spawn as many bots as you want. It seems kind of niche. It seems kind of niche. Instant unlock. Well, you would just use the give item tool for that though. Yeah, you would just use the give item tool for that. Normal zombie, thank you for the donation. Am I cooked? I'm not sure what that first thing is. All my classes are honor, and I'm doing wrestling and basketball as a freshman. Well, one thing's for sure, when you're done with your day, you'll have a good night's sleep because you'll be tired enough to go right to sleep. I cannot relate. Well, I mean, admittedly though, I always get hooked playing Clash of Clans at night, so that's the only issue. And that's my crux. Let me see. Unlock all doors. I mean, you can just use the give item if you really wanted to do something like that. Able to no clip around. Like flying mid game? Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if there's some stuff on here that, again, a lot of the ideas partially have to do with like convincing Epic Tank to add them, so I don't know if he's gonna agree with these. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm basically just the messenger. I think a no clip idea would be fine for the owner. I think that'd be fine. Pause game? I don't know about that. I don't think you can pause a live game though. Tom Harry, thank you for the donation. Add Peyton NPC to build mode as an extra bot. Wait, who is that? I don't remember who that is. I don't remember who Peyton is. I suggest an owner command that allows you to send a message to all people in the server. Oh yeah, like an announcement message. That sounds kind of cool. Announcement message. Works like info block. That's actually no, Gilded. I don't want you up here right now. That actually sounds pretty cool. Yeah, if you want to like broadcast a message at the top of the screen, that'd be pretty cool. That could actually be a pretty good idea. Let me take a look and see. Make it so you can also use chat commands. I think it'd be easier instead of having to type in commands if it would just be like a little pop-up menu with a button, with a bunch of buttons. I think that'd be easier. Hotbar appear jump scare. Wait, what? Wait, what? Spawn, teleport all players to the owner? That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Remember Branch Realities when Epic Tank made a typo during the game night? That is so specific, I don't know how you remembered that. I do not know how you remember that. Let me see. Bring a certain player to you? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Bring specific player, to you. That's a good idea. Freeze Piggy command? Maybe? Player model change. I mean, you could always just spawn the gun using the give item tool here. And then you shoot the piggy and they're gone for however long. I think that would work too. Let me see. Oh, you know what? There was something else I wanted to talk about. If you guys watched... Oh, you know, I probably shouldn't bring it up on stream because I'm a member on the channel. I don't want to leak any of their future videos. So I'm not going to pull it up on stream. But I will mention an idea that I left in, alright, did you guys see the Mini Moon video where Moon got admin commands? Type 1 in chat if you saw the new Mini Moon video. Where, it's not new, but it's one of the newer ones where Minitoon gave Moon admin commands. Did you guys see it? Okay, it looks like a good amount of you guys saw it. Yeah. So, I had this idea beforehand as well, before this video. But gears. So here's the thing, right? you guys can see that you guys saw down here that I had an idea for a new weapon in the game called the flamethrower. So basically it works like, so the knife and the gun can only kill one person at a time. But what if you had some kind of weapon that affects multiple people at the same time? Like it can kill multiple people at the same time. So it's a new weapon, it's a flamethrower. The special thing about it is it kills people in a wide area, but you need special like flamethrower fuel. It wouldn't be the gas can, it would be a separate item that you could stack in your inventory like ammo. It would just be like fuel. And when you hold it down, the flamethrower sprays flames. And when you're holding down the button, it lowers the meter. So you can only use the flamethrower for a certain amount before you run out of fuel and you'll need more. And of course, you would have a settings toggle if you wanted to make the ammo on it infinite. I think that would be a good idea. I'm gonna add that right now. Yeah, let me do that real quick. Infinite ammo. Yeah, there we go. Yes or no. There we go. Oh no, checkbox. No, checkbox. Yeah, checkbox basically means yes or no. And some settings toggles you can give it. You can make it do damage. Although I don't think the damage is going to get added into the game because it's kind of hard to explain. But in the way Piggy works, it doesn't really account for damage. Everything kind of just insta kills you. But yeah. Can it stun infected? Can it actually harm players? So maybe you want to have the flamethrower only be able to work against piggies and not against other players. Yeah, some really cool stuff, right? This is a great idea, but the problem is that what are you gonna do? I mean, you can add in something like this. I think that would be great, but then we're always gonna be low on the amount of weapons and different items that we have. But the great thing about gears is that they have so many gears that are already pre-made. It's not just weapons either. It's like potions and special effects, support items, mountable creatures you can ride on top of and everything like that. It's crazy, right? I think that it would be a really good utility if players were able to use gears inside of build mode. So how this would work is it would be a new kind of item deployment block. So the idea is it would be a gear block. So you go into Roblox and you take any kind of gear ID you want and you put it into the block. Very similar to how you set up trader NPCs, right? You get the ID, but you do the same thing, but for gears, and you put it in the block. Whoever activates that block will instantly have that. It won't drop the gear item on the floor. It would just instantly put it into their inventory. It would give them a gear item. And this would allow for so many different things you can have inside of build mode. It would be crazy. And like I said, once again, these gears, for the most part, are already completely finished. They're already working and everything like that. Right? Yeah. And then you can just, it would be crazy. It would be very crazy. There are a lot of things you can do with gears. There are a lot of things you can do with gears. I think that would be amazing. I think it would be really fun. And I hope to see that. Now, let me see. You can troll people with it. Well, it's a block that only the owner can add. So it's not like anybody can go into someone else's map and give themselves a gear. It's the owner places down a gear block, and the gear block would give you a certain gear. And that's basically how it would work. And there would also be a settings toggle where it gives the gear to all players as well. I think that would be nice. Make things a lot easier. Let me see. We're gonna go over to, by the way, I apologize. I did not know that the build mode rules were in today's stream thing. We're not gonna be doing build mode maps today because I have a meeting I gotta go to right after this. So I apologize for having those rules in there. I didn't mean for them to be in there. I have completely forgotten. But yeah, having gears inside the game would be a really big change. They would change a lot of different mechanics you can do in build mode, and it would be great. It would be great. I got a lot of different settings on here. I got a lot of different ideas on. I always write these down and basically like catalog them. Just so that in case Epic Tank needs new features, or in case I want to be able to suggest some new stuff to him. I have all the specifics on how it works, what it would do, all organized, neat, and clean on here. Let me see. Tom Harry, thank you for the donation. Ernie Ad Payton, who was the scrap bot from Lab. There was a scrap bot for lab? Okay, I have to look into that because I have no idea. Peyton was the bot that was supposed to be in lab. Star, thank you for the donation. Yeah, I didn't know. I'll have to look into that. I will have to look into that. All right, I'll show you guys some ideas that I spitballed onto here, but the steamroller. So basically, it's a vehicle like the car, but if the car comes into contact with anybody, it kills them. So, you know, you got a steamroller you can crush players with. If you run into any players, you can kill them. You have the option to stun Piggy if you run into them. You can make it break crash blocks or not. You can make it where the Piggy can drive the car as well, which would make sense if you want to kill players and stuff like that. And also, you can add a settings toggle in here where if you want it to require gas or not. So instead of having where, oh, I gotta go take the gas and put it in the car for it to start, instead of having to do all that, you can just make it where it starts up immediately without anything needed. So you can drive around and, you know, kill players, or if you want to make like bumper cars and stuff like that, you can use the steamroller to do that. Yeah. Yes, you could. Oh yeah, also, I came up with some solutions as well for some other things. Like, for example, the trader NPC block. So basically, you know how everybody's been like, man, I can't set certain settings on trader NPCs for the spawn block. I can't, they just spawn dummies. Well, you would just use this special version of a spawn block that only spawns trader NPCs. And that way in the block settings, you can set their ID, you can set up their traders or whatnot, and that would make things a lot easier. That'd make things a lot easier. The size block, basically, you can make you giant or tiny. Basically the potion glitch, but more ingrained feature. The ability block, so basically, whoever triggers this block will have an ability set off for them. Or you can make it affect all players, of course. Did I have that set in here? Let me see. Ability effect, list of all effect, yeah, all player abilities. Yeah, let me do, hold on. Affects all players. Check boxes. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I should have set it up that way too. That way I can set it in case I wanted to affect all players. But yeah, so if you want to make it where everybody turns invisible, or everybody starts spawning decoys out of all, you know, out of everybody, or everybody starts placing down flares, it would be cool. It'd be very cool. Larger car decoration. Let me go and add that real quick. Let me see. Quality of life changes. Let me see. Private, the old car decoration that's tiny, and replace it with a new car decoration that's proper size. Yeah, there we go. Small car decoration fixed. Now again, don't be too hyped for the stuff that I'm adding onto this list. It's not like an update list where it's like, oh, anything in here is gonna get added. No, that's not the case. This is like stuff that I'm writing down that I want to present to Epic Tank. Of course, that's only if he agrees with them and if he sees the ideas. So the chances are not too high, but I want to have these on list here. I do want to have these on list. Dude, if I had the ability to code, man, I'd be adding in so much stuff. I wish I could. I wish I learned how to code. I wish I learned how to code. Let me see. Add a minigun to Piggy build mode like a machine gun. That'd be cool. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be cool. I mean, it's too late. I mean, it's too late now though, because I mean, Epic Tank's already part of the team. Like, if I had learned how to code from years back, and then I like built myself up to now where I was able to like code as good as Epic Tank or something like that, you know, and then we both could like work on it together and make to make even more stuff, you know. But that's in the past. Let me see. Can we make a train out of moving blocks? You could. You actually could. I just hope that a train event would be added instead. Yeah. I just hope a train event would be added instead. Let me see. How about an RPG? I guess you could. Yeah, I guess you could. It's never too late. Well, part of my fear about learning how to code and everything like that is if I get too good at it, I'm not going to want to play build mode anymore. Because the great thing about build mode is, you know, it's great for... build mode is really fun because you basically can make your own games without having to know how to do all the complex coding and everything like that, you know? If I knew how to do all the complex coding, then... Oops. If I knew how to do all the complex coding, then, you know, I could just make stuff in studio. I have a fear. I don't know, though. I don't know. Make cutscenes have timers, so some scenes are faster or slower. Yeah, I've wanted that in the game for a while, because some things just linger for way too long. Let me see. Yeah, let me go in here. Cutscene. Scene timers. Yeah. Make it so that certain scenes only last for certain amounts of time. Yeah. Because, for those who don't know, it's very dependent on how much text you have in a certain cutscene. So, if you have, like, a little bit of text, the scene transitions over to the next scene pretty quickly. When you have more text, and when all the text is done scrolling, it just stays there for, like, 6 whole seconds. It's very, very long. It is very, very long. But yeah, I have a lot of different stuff on here. If you want to pause the stream and look through some of the stuff that I've written down here for ideas, you guys definitely can. Again, this isn't like a future update list or anything like that. It's not anything like that. It's just these are my ideas that I do want to present to Epic Tank. But it's all going to be dependent on whether he is able to add them, he agrees on adding them, and if he even sees the ideas in the first place. So it's very, very dependent. Very, very dependent. But other than that, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching today's stream. I really hope you enjoyed. I gotta get a meeting to go to. And I'll see you guys pretty soon. I will see you guys pretty soon. I'll be, when Pig 64 stuff does come out. Now, again, for those who don't know, it's not coming out tomorrow. It's been delayed indefinitely. But when the stuff comes out, you guys will definitely know. I got some new videos on the channel coming soon to show you some really cool tutorials on how to use some of the new update stuff. It's gonna be really, really cool. Like, this is some of my favorite tech that I use in my own maps, and I want to be able to show it to you guys. So stay tuned on the channel for some new videos and stuff like that coming pretty soon. I'll be teaching you guys how to use the audio links too soon. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you want more quality fun, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody!